We're back on Good Morning Artesia, and Linda Stevens is here from Artesia Clean and I say clean and wonderful, but
Yeah, you do.
it's clean and beautiful, I think.
It is.
It is. Is Artesia clean and beautiful?
Not in every corner, shall we say.
But we're working on it.
We're
right?
working on it.
That's good.
Yes,
And
we're
by the way,
working on
we have McDonald's breakfast here today. McDonald's takes care of our staff and guests on Friday, so everybody gets something from McDonald's today if they like to have something.
Yeah, for a long time, I was a blueberry muffin junkie.
And then you told me to stop.
Well, I was, you know how sometimes you just have to take a break and then you can start up again?
No, I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Once you're hooked, you're hooked.
That's right.
Well, I was trying to have just a little bit of willpower.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I have an apple fritter sitting back there for me, so later in the day, that's my...
Well, then it was the pull-apart donuts.
Those were awesome, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, good. Well, you brought guests today.
I did. That's,
yeah. Who did you bring with you?
Tracy Hughes and Terry Strong. Jerry. I knew I was going to screw that up, and I know better.
That's okay.
Well, it seemed like I know Jerry real well, although I think it's the first time we've met.
It is the first time we've met in person, so...
Now you get a name with a face.
Yeah, well...
Or an email,
I'm sure
anyway.
she's disappointed, but... but I mean, about 57 times a day. No, it's not that bad. I get emails from Jerry, press releases and news releases and public service announcements, all that kind of stuff. So it's very nice to meet you in person.
Nice to meet you.
And do that. Jerry's with Eddy County.
Mm-hmm.
And Tracy, you're with...
The BLM, Bureau of Land Management.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Are you originally from New Mexico, or are you...
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes. I've lived in Carlsbad almost my entire life. So.
Okay. And when did you start working for the Bureau of Land Management?
5 years ago.
Okay. What did you do before that?
I worked for the Natural Resource Conservation Service. My background is in farming and ranching, and 5 years ago I transferred over to BLM.
Okay. And Jerry, how long have you been with Eddy County?
Since 2019, January 2019.
Okay. And are you Eddy Countyan, or are you a transplant like some of us?
Originally, I am an Eddy Countyan. I guess that's the first time I've heard this. First time I've been called an Eddy Countyan.
I just did.
You know, some of the best words are made-up words. But, yes, originally from Carlsbad. I left in '96 to Lubbock, and I was in Lubbock for 23 years, and... here I am.
Back in Carlsbad.
Back in Eddy County.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been with the county?
Since January of 2019.
Okay. And
so about 3.5 years.
So, well, everybody talks so highly of the job that you do for Eddy County.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I never hear many positive things about the BLM. Why is that, Tracy? What do you think is going on with that? Because you guys do so many important things.
Yes, we do. And one of the important things we're doing this year is the Better Together Eddy County cleanup in conjunction with the National Public Lands Day event. We are a multi-use agency, so there's a lot of different activities and businesses that use BLM land, and so everything from grazing to industry to recreation. So there's a lot of sometimes there can be a little bit of controversy in between the use, but we do the best we can working through things since it's developed to be a multi-use agency.
Sure, and the National Public Lands Day and the cleanup that you're organizing, we've had different county commissioners that have been on over the past couple of years talking about the problem of illegal dumping, the trash that's out in the rural areas. There's an ordinance now that hopefully is helping to cut down on some of that, but this also affects Bureau of Land Management lands, does it not?
Yes, it does. When the public is out using the public land, sometimes along with, usage, sometimes trash and litter become a problem. And we've had a lot of influx with the number of people coming to Eddy County. And so we're just trying to get the word out, trying to get everybody to pitch in and help out and just clean up Eddy County.
Yeah.
Make it a nice place for tourists and for the community.
Sure, because like you said, there's all kinds of uses of public lands in New Mexico and in Eddy County, and so we want it to be nice when the folks come in from out of town, or even the local folks here in town. Sometimes, and Linda and I have talked about this before, Linda, we see that a little bit of trash and we don't do anything about it, then it becomes a little more, then it becomes a little more, and we don't think about it or do anything about it, and then so we're kind of blind to it. But folks that come in and
Yes.
visit, that's the first thing they see.
It's because that's one of the 7 sources of litter is, oh, well, it's always been there. I'll just throw my cup and who will notice? You know, we went out cruising last Friday when I got off the radio looking for illegal dump sites. And, of course, we went out the end of Car Ranch Road where, quote, the shooting range is. And let me tell you, on what planet does anybody think that this was a good idea to throw their refrigerators, tires, old sofas? If anybody's interested in reloading, there's plenty of brass out there. Have at it. Help us clean up. It's appalling. And why? Why? You know, I think there's a formal shooting range around here somewhere. I've never been out there, but I'm sure I know there is.
Mm-hmm.
Why do this mess? This is
Oh, I
just
know.
not. This is not what you do. This is not how you take care of our land.
Sure, and Jerry, the county has a number of places throughout the entire Eddy County for people to deposit trash and stuff.
It's amazing, really. And just when you get one area cleaned up, another area pops up. And just it's like Linda was saying, why? The county, in conjunction with the city of Artesia, with the city of Carlsbad, and even Loving, have put up so many convenience stations. And it's like folks just don't want to be bothered with driving the extra mile, and it's frustrating. But what's encouraging is when we come together like this, as a county, as a city, as BLM, and there are a lot of folks that care about our public lands, about Artesia, about Carlsbad. It's funny when he asked you, is Artesia clean? And you said, well, maybe not in the nooks and crannies. And it reminded me of my house. You know, it's like, you know, you can walk in the door and it looks fine, but don't go look in the corner, you know.
Well, there's a saying. It says if your corners are clean, the rest of the place is going
right,
to be clean too.
right. But anyway, but it is encouraging, Gene, when organizations, municipalities, counties, federal and state government come together, because we do care about this land and people do travel here, and so that's what this is about, and it's not just a day, it's for the whole week, and it's just some fun competition. And we want folks to get involved, whether it's one person going out and cleaning up their alley, or a group that wants to go out to their favorite spot and just walk around and pick up some trash. And so I couldn't imagine what our streets and lands would look like if we didn't have this caring community come together and do that.
Yeah, at least there's still some folks left that look at that and go, that's not right, and we need to do something about that. What you should have done, Linda, the big football games tonight between Artesia and Carlsbad, and we could have done have a helicopter fly over and dump a bunch of trash,
Oh, Lord.
and then
You think we'd be shocked?
See who picks it up the quickest.
and then you could rappel down from the helicopter, and we'd give you a microphone, and you'd say, I'm Linda Stevens, and we're going to clean up Artesia and Carlsbad. And then everybody could come out, and you could have a contest to pick up the trash.
Well,
and
you're a dreamer, aren't you? Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, don't you? Have
Oh,
I do think they do that with
sure.
Easter eggs, right? Don't
Exactly.
they dump a bunch of Easter
Yeah,
eggs and
yeah.
the kids go out, and it
Yeah.
could be kind of along the same
I'm sure
lines.
there would be. You hadn't seen a protest like the one that would happen if we did that.
No,
Yes.
we
Oh, my
just
goodness.
had Superintendent Phipps talking about the brand new turf, and here what not to do on the berms and everything with the brand new turf. So I don't think that idea.
You
will,
don't think that'd be a good
probably
idea?
wouldn't
No.
No.
If people that go to the football games would just pack out their trash instead of trash in the bowl.
Well, that's a start. That's the
You know?
first step. Yeah.
If you have a cup, whatever else, candy wrappers, popcorns, I don't know what kind of junk foods they have out there. You brought it in, haul it out. That's the creed of the National Forest. You pack it in, you pack it out. Don't leave it there. Same with a movie theater. Don't leave your garbage behind. It's not
Yes.
that difficult to
just thinking
take
me
your
too.
cup and put it in the trash can right out there by the door.
When we used to have the movie theater here, we'd always take our popcorn bucket or box or whatever and take it to the back and throw it in, and the person getting ready with the blower to go clean would always say, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much
Yeah.
for doing that. Can you stick around for a little bit?
Yes.
We have a news break at the top of the hour, and then we'll come back and talk more because there is an event coming up. This is the competition we're talking about for the cleanup, September 17th through the 24th, and that's what we want to talk more about when we come back. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. We have McDonald's breakfast over here and coffee and all that good stuff. This is